Anyone remember what Israel did? Me neither. Adesanya? Yeah, nobody remembers that bum, dude. Prates knee, the best unique weapon in the game. I mean, he has 2 finishes with a knee. Don't call a knee a unique weapon. You know? But I know what you mean, yeah. He has got a good rear step in knee. Yeah, it's a good weapon that he has. I'd say his hand fighting is some of his most underrated aspect of the game. The way he grabs at their hands and shit with his range, very, very good. So that'd be a really unique aspect of his game right now in the sport. But other fighters use knees, mate. Daniel Marcos uses knees. You know what I mean? Who do you see flatlining Nipadine Imavov soon? Nipadine Imavov. What's that? What's the point in that being his name? Who do I see flatlining him? I don't know if I see anyone flatlining him. I can see people out fighting him and gassing him out, but I don't see him getting flatlined. How does Paddy or Ultimate Fraud check Chandler to win? Just getting scrappy with him and putting him away. I really think Paddy's going to finish Chandler in round 1. I think people massively underrate Pimlet's composure in there. So he'll find a way to finish Chandler. I can even see Chandler hurting him, getting on top, and then getting subbed off of Pimlet's back. I could see a few ways Pimlet wins. Impression of Turkey hairline, Sodium Piper spitting on the Mexicans in the crowd as he walks out, then call him Fucus because he never explained why he quit. All right, thank you for the 5. I just want to say I'm really upset about this. He's got a really weird voice. Hairline, Sodium Piper. Bilal Leon or Lawler Rory 2, best title fights ever. I mean, they're not comparable. Give me your 3 best picks for UFC 314 to bet on. In terms of emotion that you're going to have if he pulls it off, Bryce Mitchell's a great bet. I don't know. I haven't decided on picks yet, man. We're so far away. I haven't researched a full card. But I'm thinking Carlos Prates, TKO, is probably good value. I'm thinking Nikita Krylov to finish. And then, what else am I thinking? I'm thinking Chase Hooper to finish as well. Like a 3 finishing combo. Hooper, Krylov, Prates. I don't know what that would give you back, but I think that'd be pretty good. Thank you for the 41 months of membership. If most of La Raza lose this weekend, it means Mexican MMA fighters are overrated. RIP. What's La Raza? La Raza? The race. Oh, okay. Most of Mexican people, I imagine. I mean, is there any matchups where they're not fighting other Mexicans? So Medeiros, I guess, could lose to Hubbard, but he's American. Is there any actual Mexican on a non-Mexican fight? So if Vince McKell beats Rafa Garcia, I mean, they've given you some fucking layups, mate. Piquel, Palastri, both are layups for Godinez and Garcia. Malik Wazell, I mean, Christian, he's not Mexican either. Medina, I mean, Gutierrez probably going to beat Medina. Hate to break it to you, but he's not Mexican. Shayrez, Vergara. Again, I mean, Vergara could win, but he's Mexican as well. American, Mexican, whatever it is. I mean, they're all fucking... Simon Oliveira to beat David... You've got layups, mate. If you lose these, you're fucking dog shit. Hate to break it to you. Doba beating Torres or Urseg Moreno, I guess, yeah. I mean, there's a few. But, I mean, you've got a lot of layups, so they should be all right. Matches for welterweight. Buck versus the Cuck. Rework is always good. The Buck versus the Shuck. Shavkat. Or the Juiceman versus the new Mansa. Gay way to end on. Okay. Buck versus the Cuck rework. I don't like the Buck versus Cuck rework. Chat, yes or no? Ian Gary was ranked number 7 before he lost to Shavkat. Like, you shouldn't be in title elimination conversation next. Rebound, and then we'll talk title elimination bouts. You know what I mean? It's very, very easy. Rebound, and then we'll start talking about title elimination bouts. Not, oh, I lost. Where's my title elimination bout? He's already complaining he didn't get a fucking title shot. I don't know what's going on with Ian Gary. Fight Covington. Book Covington Gary, for fuck's sake. Paddy will retire Chandler. I could see that. Well, will Chandler retire? Because I can see Chandler going on some fucking lame speech about how this is a chance for him to prove to his sons that aren't his that you know, they need to rise from adversity, and this is a perfect chance for him to live by what he preaches, and what kind of father figure would I be if I just gave up and quit when I've done so much, you know what I mean? I can so see Chandler going on one of those fucking speeches about that shit. Fucking Michael Chandler. Sorry. Ilia has Volk's back. He moved up a division to beat Oliveira's ass for being responsible for the Volk Islam rematch. True. Very true. That was the reason that Oliveira... Oliveira's... You know, fuck Oliveira. No, I'm joking. No, I love Oliveira. But fight Ilia Topuria or don't ever show your face around London ever again. No, I'm joking. He can do that, but... I don't know. Fuck him. I don't know what to say about Oliveira right now, dude. I'm sick of it. Fight Ilia Topuria, man. I feel like the UFC ain't on board with this. The UFC could easily force these fighters' hands. Chat, do you think they're actually fucking pissed that Ilia Topuria vacated the featherweight title? And they wanted him on that Miami card, and now they're angry at it? And they might have him fight like a Gaethje instead? I could see some shit like that. He'll sleep Gaethje, though. But I think everyone beats Gaethje. Did you hear Ari Emanuel got a promotion and replaced by another? Oh, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy how I could never have seen that coming. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. Which UFC fighters would you cast for these roles in a high school movie? Nerd, preppy rich boy, jock, dropout bully, popular chick, weird ugly chick. What kind of lame ass fucking question is this? Are you gay? What the fuck? Preppy rich boy, Sage Northcutt, jock. Not Colby. Who's more intimidating white guy than Colby? Not Yuri. Yuri's too memeable in the face. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I can't cast them as fucking high school people. They're adults. You know what I mean? Tom Aspinall. Dropout bully. Grant Dawson. Popular chick. Big Mac Dern, weird ugly chick, Werner Jandarova. Like she sees demons and that in class and stuff, maybe. Did you see, what kind of questions? Don't ever ask me questions like that ever again. What the fuck is this turning into? Are you 12? Get out of here. Fucking hell. It's actually fucking disgusting that you would ask me something like that. You're a disgusting person. You know that, Blake? Don't ask me questions like that ever again. And give your mum her credit card back as well. I just want someone to retire Usman. When's Usman gonna fight? Yeah. I feel like we need to get in there and fucking shake him up a bit and slap him around back there at the UFCPI. These fighters ain't fucking fighting. You ain't a fighter if you don't fight. Fuck is going on? I'm starting to get pissed off. You can show up and fight Chimaev on a week's notice. You can't fucking show up normally. Say Pratesh chins Neil. Who is the next opponent? The winner of Edwards versus the winner of Burns Morales. Thank you for the $2. Or if Ian Gary beats... Fuck Ian Gary, dude. If Ian Gary beats Covington, give him. Or if JDM loses to Bilal, they'll do JDM Prates right then. Is Trump based? No, he's completely controlled opposition. They own everything, though, so... He's more based than the other controlled opposition, you know what I mean? That are controlled by the same people that control everything in the West. People forget, man. Woodley never won a fight after Usman won. So in retrospect, did Woodley just get good matchups and was mid? He rocked Luque, though. He did rock Luque, though. Yeah, he did. Thank you for the $5. That's underrated as fuck. But yeah, he never won a fight after Usman won. It is what it is. He also had a bit of a mid-career before that as well. He lost to Jake Shields, and like his Condit win was like, was it a win? Condit got injured. He had a few. Rory McDonald beat his ass. I don't know if you guys remember that. Rory McDonald fucking schooled him in their fight. So he was kind of mid in general. He kind of just caught Lawler and then had a bunch of dull fights. The Till win was dominant, but was Till really that good? Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. Thank you for the 2. Let's do that. I don't mind that. But I don't want to see Buckley Gary, though. Buckley has earned a title elimination bout, and Gary's not a title elimination bout. It's fair to say that it's time for Dana to leave. Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, he's already left. Let's call it what it is. He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out at this point. Did you see Nina Peso Pluma robbery? I didn't see Nina Peso Pluma robbery. No, I didn't see that. I know what Peso Pluma is. I know the song, but I don't know what Nina has to do with that. Just gang. Thank you for the $2. Let's go President McGregor, right, Nina? Fucking bitch. Hypocritical skank. Thank you for the 2. Thank you for the 5. What's the deal with the ninja swords ban? Like, do y'all have running around fighting each other with katanas in London? No, it's like, basically there's all these like Japanese people in the UK stabbing each other to death in the streets. So the answer is to ban knives. And eventually they're going to try and get to knives. They've been banning different types of knives for a very long time. So they're just like slowly encroaching on every type. There was even a movement discussed to like shave off the end of like kitchen knives, to be blunt. So it's just all these Japanese people. It's just like, it's the weapons that are the problem, basically, is what it is. Even though Switzerland has gun ownership and there's way less murder there than there is in the UK, because it's the weapons that are the problem. Even though Sweden has gun ownership, and in in the year 2000 it was the safest place in Europe, and then in 2025 it's now the most dangerous place and the gun crime capital of Europe, randomly out of nowhere, because randomly the Swedish natives just started shooting everyone. It's just this really weird thing that we just can't figure out the answer to. Because it would raise some very worrying questions on how to fix the problems. So they'd instead just let it happen and just take away rights in the meantime. Basically, in the year 2000, France, Germany, and England, they thought, how can we take away all of the rights of our people if everyone here can be trusted with the rights? I know, let's make it so the people here can't be trusted with the rights so we can justify taking them all away. Is basically what happened, and that's been the game ever since. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm leaving the UK for America. And I'm proud to be an American. Even though they have got some shit over there. But I think it's more fixable shit in America for now. Where it's already done in Europe. Everywhere. There's no chance. It's over. Thank you for the £5. I appreciate that. Who are two divisional legends that have passed by each other that you'd love to have seen fight? Example, Gaethje / Pettis, GSP / Usman, Gus / Yuri. Oh yeah, true. Ilia versus Narimani. Nad Narimani versus Ilia Topuria. I mean, good lord. Now you're bringing up some legends. Is that his name, Nad Narimani? What a fucking niche reference that is. Gaethje Pettis, yeah. GSP Usman, yeah. All of that with GSP. Let me see. What would I love to have seen? Dillashaw Marab is someone that I wanted to see. It's not too much of a generational gap, but I always wanted to see Dillashaw Marab or Dillashaw O'Malley. That would have been a sick fight. Both of those would have been sick fights. I mean, seeing that Dillashaw hung at least with Sandhagen past his prime by far, I'd love to have seen him in his prime against O'Malley and Sandhagen himself. Who else has some good ones? Chad Mendes, Ilia Topuria. Prime Chad Mendes, Ilia Topuria would have been a fun one. I don't know, there's loads. Thank you for the £5. Impression of McGregor saying they'll have to kill him to stop him from saving the indigenous people of Ireland. He tweeted this. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what he does. Is he really tweeting stuff like that right now? Surely if he's not arrested, I'll be alright. He's also promoting bare knuckle as well. We are being put through a genocide before the world. Save Ireland now. Oh, shit, son. Ireland's government is in breach of UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Oh, they are. McGregor's getting crazy based. McGregor's getting crazy based. They'll have to kill me to stop me. The foundation of the blood of Harry Boland. I don't know what he's going on about all these other people. Michael Collins, didn't he do something in the air? I mean, we'll see what Ireland decides, you know what I mean? If they want to go extinct or not. That's the big next election. I don't think he can win election, though. Conor McGregor, I don't think he can at all. So, we'll see. Pereira had a broken hand. He wins the rematch for sure. I need evidence. What makes sense to me is Islam versus Oliveira and Topuria versus Araman. Oliveira was lined up for Islam before he pulled out due to injury. What makes sense for me is Islam versus Oliveira and Topuria versus Araman. Oliveira was lined up for Islam before he pulled out. I know it does. But I don't like that, though. You got to do the super fight of Topuria versus Oliveira, man. I don't think Makhachev-Oliveira makes sense. Oliveira's on a 1-fight win streak. Fuck off. He beat Chandler in a rematch. It's a useless fucking fight that shouldn't have been made in the fucking first place. It means fucking nothing to me. Fight again and get your title shot, man. Go on a win streak before you get a fucking title shot. And he lost to Arman. So stop. And he pulled out of the rematch. So stop. Then he lost to Arman. Oh, now he's beat Chandler in a rematch. I love Oliveira. Fight Topuria in a fucking super fight for the boys. We need massive fights. That's the fucking massive fight that we can have right now if we're not getting Topuria Makhachev. I ain't fucking watching Topuria Arman. Topuria Oliveira or we fucking riot, man. We need to pressure these guys. When is Dana going to announce Ilia's next fight? Hopefully soon. Hopefully within the next few weeks. It's been long enough. Way too long. I'm sick of people that got KO'd returning before the people that KO'd them. I feel like we're going to see a Holloway announcement before Ilia. Knock the fucking taters out of him, Leon. Sorry, I'm done now. Thank you for the $5. Never disrespect the Bronx ever again. I simply won't allow it. We are getting the belt back. We will show you what happens when you mess with us. Okay, thank you for the 5, brother. Tell Oliveira to fight Topuria. I'm sick of him. I don't want to see him lose to Makhachev again and then Makhachev gets another fucking rematch on his resume. Yeah, UFC's on a downfall. They got to change shit now. Jones versus Aspinall. Oliveira versus Topuria should be the main and co-main for International Fight Week. But who else could be the other 3 fights for the main card? Buckley versus Usman. Who else? Stack it. So 1 title fight. Jones Aspinall. Oliveira Topuria co-main event. In terms of big non-title fights, I wouldn't put Buckley versus Usman on there. I'd put Ian Gary versus Colby Covington on there so we can get Jones and Covington at the same press conference. That's all we need to have. That's enough for a welterweight matchup. When it comes to other matchups to put on that card, I would say maybe do a bantamweight matchup between... Maybe not a bantamweight matchup. Yeah, maybe not a bantamweight matchup. They're all booked up. Peter Yan, Omar Nurmagomedov's going to be July Abu Dhabi Fight Night main event, so they can't do that. I don't know, man. Max Holloway versus Dan Hooker, feature fight, 5-rounder. And then open up the main card with a heavyweight matchup. No, nothing good at heavyweight going on. Light heavyweight? No, nothing good at light heavyweight going on. Maybe light heavyweight Yuri Prohaska versus Carlos Ulberg. Thank you for the $10. That'd be a good card. We need Hunter Campbell to go gaslight maxing on Oliveira to convince him to set up the Topuria fight. Okay. Thank you for the $10. We could do that. We could see that. Hunter Campbell, gaslight maxing on Oliveira. Yeah, you know, if they're scared to fight, they're scared to fight, you know? We need to have that whole conversation with Oliveira at this point, I think. Pay-per-view's expensive, dude. I owe you. Impression of gay Conor. Somebody fucking sniff a line out me gooch, mate. I don't know. Thank you for the 2.